Welcome to the Hilton Head Living Podcast. I am your host, O.T. Gibbons. Our mission with all of our content is to make sure you know everything going on in Hilton Head, the best places to go, what events are going on, and everything you need to know to make sure you get the most out of your time on the island. I am joined as always by my co-host, my beautiful wife and the star of our content, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hi.
Hey, so this is a special week. It is the week before Christmas. We're going to talk to you about everything going on this week, all the events happening. We're going to talk to you about what we're doing this week, and then we are going to answer your questions. So let's jump right in. What is going on this week, Jess?
Just want to add a little side note. We're also going to do our New Year's stuff in this episode too. Yep. So, but we're starting out with a very horsey holiday at Lawton Stables in Sea Pines from 1 to 5. They're offering pony rides, face painting, a beer table for the parents, food trucks, which I guess they'll do if you guys haven't been before. Very cool place to take the kids, by the way. And there's a big parking lot area. So I'm guessing that's where they'll have the food trucks. We haven't been there before when there's an actual event going on. And then you can take a carriage ride before you get your picture taken with Santa. So if you still haven't had a chance to see Santa or get your picture taken with him, now's another opportunity. It is $20 for adults and $25 for kids. And there's arts and crafts, and there'll be holiday gifts that you can get too. And if you haven't been before, they have the small animal farm there too, which I'm sure will be open. We've taken our niece and nephew there. There's usually a goat on top of his house. Basically, every time I've been there, there's this one goat that's on top of the house. I guess he's the goat.
It is my favorite video that you've taken since we've been filming. I laugh every time I see it.
And I've been there a couple times now, and every time he's like up there. So and you can buy little pellets too to actually feed. And they have llamas and donkeys and chickens, and then they can do a little pony ride too.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then on the 23rd is a Greg Russell Christmas concert under the Liberty Oak in Sea Pines. Oh, also, everything we're going to talk about first is in Sea Pines. There's a lot going on in Sea Pines. So I'm just going to cover those all first, and then we'll get into other stuff. And then on the 27th and the 28th, there's holiday fun in Harbortown from 5:30 to 7:30. They'll be showing classic movies. There'll be marshmallows and train rides. The movie and marshmallows are complimentary and start at 6, and the train rides will be $6 per kid per person. Then we have on the 29th, Sandy sledding competition, again, in Sea Pines. And you build your own holiday theme sled with the materials that are provided. I don't know what materials are provided. I kind of want to go out to see what these people do. I'm not very good at this kind of stuff, so I get very impressed when they do it. So you can have a team of 6 people, and it's $40 per team, and you get scored on creativity, durability, and speed. Interesting. And there'll be holiday treats will be provided then too. And then there's the polar bear swim. You get to jump into the Harbortown pool and warm up with some hot cocoa, and that's at 10. And then lastly, in Harbortown is New Year's Eve, which I went to last year. You were out of town, so I went with your parents. It was a lot of fun. And one of the good things is that the ball drops from the lighthouse, which is pretty cool already, but they do it at 7 p.m. Awesome. So it's kind of nice that there's lots of kids activities, face painting, live music. It's a lot of fun. There's beer trucks, people just walking around having a good time. So you can get the kids out. They don't have to stay up until super late. And parents too. You don't have to stay up till That's it. Last year I was in bed by 12 o'clock. And I felt pretty good the next day. It was probably the best I've ever felt on New Year's. I had to drive to and from too. And like I said, you weren't here, so I didn't really want to drink too much.
Yeah, I'm DDing this year, so she's not going to feel great on New Year's Day, I'm sure. But that is my dream scenario. Get it over, get me in bed. Let's go.
It does also drop at 12 p.m. too. So they have 2 times You could probably see it twice if you wanted. And the restaurants there are all open to have dinner at before or after. We actually had dinner after, and everybody cleared out. We weren't planning on it, but everybody cleared out, and we were like, oh, we're hungry, so we just went to the Crazy Crab there.
That's awesome.
It's good. So a lot of fun. Definitely check that out, especially with kids if you're visiting.
Are we going to that?
We're going to that. That's where we'll be.
So see us
Unless
first.
you want to go to a late night clubbing like we did in our 20s. No?
No. I'm good with that. That sounds really good. I'm in. If you see us, say hi. We say it all the time. People always message us that they saw us and they don't say it. Say hi. If you see us, say hi.
Yeah, always good.
Love to meet the people.
So that's all going on in Sea Pines. And now for the rest of the island. On the 21st, One Hot Mamas is hosting an ugly sweater party with a DJ and drink specials. And there'll be prizes for the ugliest sweater and for the best holiday costume, too. I think it's $100 prize for the ugly sweater and $75 for the best holiday costume. So you can do one or the other. Get nice and dressed up. And it's really funny because we didn't realize One Hot Mamas was like a late night bar place until we walked by it one time. Remember, we had gone to Boardroom. We had dinner at Riley's, and then we went to Boardroom because I wanted to go. We hadn't been there yet, so they don't open till like 9 or 10 or something. And then on the way back, we saw One Hot Mamas was pumping, and like they have a DJ there and stuff. It doesn't say it on their website, so it's a secret thing to know about that they have DJs there. I think it's on Saturdays, might be Fridays and Saturdays, but I'm pretty sure definitely Saturdays.
The Hilton Head Underground.
It is. I mean, all the other places, they advertise staying open late, and on their website, at least, it doesn't say. I found it somewhere else, but not on their website. So.
That's funny.
And then also on the 21st, Lincoln and South is hosting a holiday jam. There'll be live music from 6 to 9, and they're having a thing called Tots for Toys. So if you bring in an unwrapped new toy, you can get free tater tots, which they are yummy there. We've been there and love it there, and it's yummy. They have good music, fun outdoor area, indoor area. Always a good time whenever we go there. And then on the 24th, there is Christmas Under the Stars at the Oyster Factory Park in Bluffton. And it's an outdoor worship service, and they have candlelight and sing Silent Night. We actually saw a float for them during the Christmas parade in Bluffton, and it looks like it's a pretty big deal. A lot of fun music going on, pretty music, choir singing. That's probably a good time. And then also on the 24th, you have the Jingle Jingle 5 and 10K, which we have previously talked about. You can still register for it. It's through Barefoot Sports. If you Google them or go onto their website, you can be able to register. It goes across the bridge. I guess last year it was called the Bridge Run. So you go across the Cross Island Bridge, back, have music and drinks and food afterwards too. And then, you've gotten a good workout in before your Christmas meal. So that's all for Christmas stuff. And then for New Year's, I couldn't find a ton of stuff. There might be more stuff that pops up right before, the week before. But you can start off with a pajama party at the Palmetto Sunrise Cafe. It's from 6 to 12, and then I guess they're closing the restaurant for like 2 weeks. So apparently it's a great place to have breakfast and brunch. We haven't been to. You don't even know where it is, do you?
No, not a clue.
It's right next to the Black Marlin Grill and the Carolina Crab Company. You remember where we sit in the back outdoor area, and it's right before the bridge in the middle of the island.
Okay.
That's right next to that. There's really pretty views, and I know I've walked past it in the summer in the morning, and it was packed. So when they open again, I feel like we need to go.
Obviously, I would go. Yeah, let's do it.
While it's off season and not crowded.
Okay.
And then also, it seems like the other big event going on for New Year's is at the rooftop above Poseidon. So this seems like the younger club atmosphere dress up. It's dress like a celebrity. So you have to dress your nicest, finest. I feel like this is what we would do if we were younger, like we did in DC, going to the bars and stuff, going out. And general admission is $20, and they have booths that you can also pay for too, or bottle service. And the doors open at 7, the DJ's at 9. And you get a complimentary glass of champagne at 12 when the ball drops. The Westin is having special room rates, and they provide a shuttle going to the rooftop. If you're going to that, you want someplace to stay, if you're visiting or not staying on the island, or you just want to stay at the Westin, look into their hotel rooms. And then also, as we just discussed, we have the Harbor Town New Year's Eve to do at 7 and 12.
Okay, and so that's Christmas, everything going on, Christmas, New Year's Eve. That is a mouthful.
I need a drink. Yeah, that was a lot. I'm a little parched.
Yeah, and then we've got a whole host of stuff going on. My brother's already here. My sister's coming, I think, on Saturday. My whole family will be here, and then your whole family's coming down. What are we doing? What are we specifically doing? What are we checking out? What stuff do we got going on?
Well, I know to try to get both of the families together, we need a large area. Our niece and nephew are younger. They love to run about, so we've decided to go to the bank because it has a large area. They have little tic-tac-toe. There's fire pits. There's heat lamps there too, which is nice. There is an indoor area if you get too cold, and they usually have live music, or they have the huge screen with the games going on. I'm not sure what they'll have that evening.
We're also extraordinarily loud.
Yes.
So it helps to be outside.
I was about to say that. It helps to be outside with being a little bit louder.
Yes. A little bit louder is a major exaggeration with this crowd. So, and the bank is also open on Christmas Day, which is cool. If you have your whole family there and you need to get them out of your house and get them to go do something, you can go check out the bank. It really is a good spot for the whole family, kids, grab a drink, watch the game, have fun. Really a great spot that we've enjoyed a couple times now. And, it's right there next to Coligny and the beach and the whole thing. So, good spot.
And then right after that, we're going to go up the street a little bit, just walking. We can walk there to the Studio restaurant, which is known for being vegan and vegetarian. I think it's ranked nationally in the U.S. too. But don't worry, they have non-vegetarian food there too. So there is something there for you to eat. I think there's steak, so you can deal with that. My sisters are both vegetarian, although one eats shrimp and crab and scallops. So she's a little bit easier.
For people watching, you can see my face. I'm not excited about this. I've been told they have steak. I will report back. I'll report back if it's edible for non-vegetarians, but I'm about as opposite of vegetarian as it can get. But we'll see. We'll see what they say. We'll see what I say. It'll be a great review either way because we've got kind of a whole gamut of people, and it'll be a very interesting review.
And then we might actually, we as in my family, go to an escape room during Saturday earlier in the day because we've done that a bunch of times in DC. Something I've been wanting to do here. I know they like to do it too. If the weather's nice, I know my mom wants to go kayaking. We go kayaking a lot. So that just depends on the weather. And then we're actually celebrating Christmas on Christmas Eve because my youngest sister has to go back on Monday, on Christmas morning. So we have to celebrate a day early. So on Christmas, we're going to visit, go around and look at the historical sites on the island. I still haven't been to Steam Gun, or there's a lighthouse here too, an old lighthouse. I think they're in the Port Royal area. And then I also want to show them Fort Mitchell is pretty cool, and Mitchellville is really neat.
Okay, so that's what we're doing over the next couple weeks. You'll see us at New Year's Eve again at the ball drop, and we'll be out and about all week. And so now let's get into answering your questions like we do every week. This week we had a very specific question in reference to the holiday. Where are the best places to do last minute shopping? I know you've got a couple. I've got a couple. Where would you go last minute shopping?
Obviously, there's always the outlets right over the bridge, but there's so many great gift boutique shops on the island, and you get such personalized gifts, something you wouldn't find anywhere else, that I would definitely recommend going to all those little places. And it depends who you're looking for, too. So this is a place that I absolutely love, being more of a cook. I like cooking, and I'm actually going there to get my stepdad's present. It's the Hilton Head Olive Oil and Balsamic shop. And it's not just olive oils and balsamics. They have marinades, sauces, spices, platters, fun treats. That's where we get your salmon marinade that you now won't eat salmon without anymore. And that seafood, there's a white seafood sauce that you absolutely love too. And that's where I got my little Real Housewives of Hilton Head cup at too. So they have fun little gift stuff. And that's in the Village of Wexford Shopping Center. And another great store that's in the same shopping center is called Gifted. And they have a lot of fun of kitchen towels, jewelry, bags, a lot of fun stuff, very unique, that you can only find on Hilton Head.
Nice. I've hyped this place up on the last podcast, but if you have a husband, a boyfriend, a brother, a sister, a wife who is into golf, the best place I could recommend is Golf Galaxy. They've got everything in the world that you could possibly want, whether it's something for a new golfer, somebody trying to pick it up, starter clubs, starter bags like we got Jess, or whether it's somebody who is a very experienced golfer and you want to just get them some time on the simulator, or you want to get them the newest pair of they just re-released the Tiger Woods golf shoe. They've got it there. So regardless of the skill level, regardless of male or female, regardless of what you're looking for a golf store, it has it all. So go check out Golf Galaxy. They actually have extended hours this week as well. So go check it out. Get your Christmas gifts there.